Yo, welcome back. Ball Central Podcast, NFL Pod. It is Friday. You're watching this. We have a lot to talk about. Basically, some coaches got hired, some coaches didn't. The championship games are now in the books. The Super Bowl is now set, and a grid at the end. Just Ball Central Podcast. All the audio stuff you can find us on the podcasting platforms. If you want to see us visually, you can find us on YouTube.com/Ball Central, and we also have a gaming channel. WWE, NBA, NFL, Fortnite, 2K. Check it out there. Before we get into everything, how are we doing today, Mr. John P. Meyer?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Just got back from Vermont. Went up with some friends. I skied down my first summit, Mount Snow. It was it was French fries and pizza. Like, it was easy greens. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bragging on anything, but I mean, I had a blast. And there was a little mini snowstorm over the weekend, so I went Monday. It was awesome. Yeah. So realistically, just having a blast, doing a little bit of chores here and there, and just excited to talk football. How you boys doing?
Good. How many times did you fall?
Once that whole time. Vermont is the powdery of powder, dog. And the best part was when I fell, it didn't hurt at all because it was so powder. I'm being, dude, I swear to God, on my life, dead ass. Seriously, I don't even curse on this, but dead ass. Didn't fall but once, and it was lit. It was lit.
That pizza French fry technique came in clutch then.
Yo, the turns. You really got to remember the turns, because once you turn, turn the right way. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Elijah,
how you doing? My bad. I'm sorry.
Also, glad to have you back from the IR. So,
facts.
Also, you're
how you
muted.
doing?
Yeah, I've been sick all week, man. I'm chilling though, but we still trying to get better. Still trying to clear out my system and everything, but I'm just sick. What is that?
Gotcha. Hey, if you play Saturday, Michael Jordan flu game.
No, I don't think I'm playing this. At this rate, I'm honestly not.
Wow, it really be that bad? As like athletes, we know. You know what I mean? Like, if you're really not gonna play, like it's gotta be, you know what I mean? Like, to the point where it sucks for you. So I apologize on the being that surprised, because I know you've been sick. You know what I mean? But yeah. Damn, that sucks, homie.
I know it is what it is. Life happens. It's part of life.
Yeah, but there's nothing you like better than hitting a three in somebody's face. You know what I mean? It's just to take you away from that, dog. It's got to be a lot. You know what I mean? I'm just being real.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. You just got to make sure TJ don't drop 20-ish or 25. What was the bet? 25?
25.
25. So, yeah. Because the first one that drops 25 in their game.
I'm going to get dressed regardless. If he gets up there, I'll just check in.
Okay. Right. I like that.
You got to play defense on your own teammates sometimes. So, for me, pretty good. We had my IBT brother and Kenny on the wrestling pod.
How'd that go?
It went pretty well. It's coming out next Wednesday, I believe. We went for about an hour, talked about the Royal Rumble, etc. Did a grid. It was nice talking to Kenny with WWE. So, yeah.
I can't wait for that episode. I'm definitely tuning into that because
yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I like how you guys get into WWE, but Kenny is so technical. You know what I mean, with his analysis.
He's a sports writer. He gotta be.
Yeah, I mean, he really is. I mean, and I love that he's technical. I love the stats. You know what I mean, from his other IBT segments. So I just want to put that out there.
Plus, Kenny sends his best wishes as well. Elijah, feel better.
Appreciate it, Kenny.
Gotcha.
I was trying to get on there. I was trying to get on there last night just to surprise y'all, but the medicine that I took during IBTE knocked me out.
Yeah, because you wrote like one or two comments and then didn't show up rest of the show. I was like, yeah, he definitely knocked out.
It was just playing on my laptop, and I'm just like, I woke up. It was over. It was like 12:30 when I woke up. I was just
damn. Yeah, because I think we did it at 10ish, so we wanted to make sure we did it fast. But yeah, Kenny said he'll be on whenever he's needed or whenever he's available. So there'll be more opportunities. Plus WrestleMania season, perfect time. We have about a month for the next PLE anyway. So
no,
end of February, right?
No,
sorry, end of March. When's Elimination Chamber?
No, it's in 2 weeks.
Elimination Chamber?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Oh, end of January. You're right. And then it's not Wrestle. Then
Elimination Chamber is the 17th, I believe.
Damn. And then WrestleMania is in April. Damn.
Yep. Elimination Chamber is February 24th. Actually, never mind. We got time.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
They're doing a Saudi Arabia show this month as well. That's the only reason why I thought it was earlier.
Ah, okay. So I can stay tuned in for WWE stuff as well as NBA Lives every Monday.
Real quick, how do you guys feel about that? Sports going to Saudi Arabia, like WWE and stuff like that.
I mean, they're trying to be international, be well known everywhere.
Okay.
It's great, but it sucks sometimes for the U.S. population because at certain times you have to. Like, I think Elimination Chamber is going to be like at 5 o'clock in the morning for us. But it's
Really?
going to be at night for them. Yeah.
Why wouldn't they just like premiere it at like
Because it's live. So
okay, it's live. They want it to be live. Gotcha.
You can watch it when you wake up.
Yeah. You can.
Yeah, we can watch the recording, but yeah, so it's gonna be tough to
because they live tweet and a lot of stuff. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. Because as soon as you wake up, you might go to social media, you might see some spoilers, etc., etc. So I get they're trying to grow their population worldwide. But
yeah, 4:30 a.m. Elimination Chamber starts.
Yeah, that's crazy. See, on a Saturday.
Are y'all waking up? Are y'all waking up on a Saturday at 4:30 a.m.? Okay, wow. Okay.
Well, I won't. So that's a trooper. So I'll just get the recap from Elijah, so it don't matter. But we have a lot to talk about today. Oh, you might. But yeah, the conference championships are wrapped in the books. Do we want to go over the head coaches first? They got hired. And
yeah, let's go over the head coaches and how we feel.
I have a list of the head coaches that got hired. It was like, I believe 6 or 8 of them. So it is. Oh no, I have it on the Ball Central one, not this one. Boom. Where was it? Oh, so the Commanders just hired Dan Quinn.
I saw that. I don't know how I feel about that.
Definitely a weird pick, but go off, I guess. But I don't. They like, okay. So here it is: Falcons, Raheem Morris; Panthers, David Canellis; Raiders, Antonio Pierce; Chargers, Jim Harbaugh; Patriots, Gerard Mayo; Seahawks, Mike McDonald; Titans, Brian Callahan; and Commanders, Dan Quinn. And 2 names are left off that list for a good reason: Mike Vrabel and Bill Belichick.
For good reason. I don't know about that.
I think Vrabel's about to end up in Dallas as their DC.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw rumors of that as well. But
you saw rumors of it? I just thought about that off the top of my head.
I think I saw somewhere that was a report, but it's weird that Vrabel didn't get a job. Bill Belichick, probably because he's probably near the tail end of his coaching career. But hey, I don't know.
I still think Buffalo is going to be available in 2 weeks. I think they're going to fire McDermott, and I think either Vrabel or Bill Belichick will go to Buffalo. That is my prediction right now.
That'd be hilarious.
Because hear me out on this, and this relates to the Dan Quinn news. He's going within his division. So you don't think he has every single bit of knowledge on the Cowboys, or you know what I mean? If you're Dan Quinn going to the Commanders, like you ran that defense, you know what I mean? You watched Dak Prescott play for the last 2 years. You know what I mean? You should know how they work. You know what I mean? You should know all the ins and outs of the Cowboys. So that's 2 games a year. That should be easy to you. You know what I mean? So realistically, they only have to worry about the Eagles because do the Giants and the Commanders always play? Yeah, I mean, well, they also got to worry about the Giants because we beat them twice a year. But it just, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. If I'm Dan Quinn, I'm confident because I'm taking a job within the division. You know what I mean? And I think I can beat the Giants. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm Dan Quinn. I don't know.
I don't know how Dan Quinn got this job after that performance against the Packers.
That was one game, though. I hear you, but that was.
But he continuously let down, like
he does
whatever he's been.
And his head coaching job in what was it, Atlanta? He went from he went from being the defensive coordinator in Seattle to being the head coach in Atlanta, and it was a horrible start. You could even say it was comparison with Pete Carroll, how he started off with the Jets. You know what I mean? So maybe this is Dan Quinn's second try, and maybe he gets it, maybe he doesn't. You know what I mean? He might. I mean, I don't. It might be his final. Like who's the Patriots OC who never gets the head coaching job right in the AFC West? McDaniels. Yeah, he could be the McDaniels of the NFL now on the defensive side. You never know. But
also, Eric Bieniemy wasn't available to get this head coaching job
for the Commanders. Yeah, that was a head scratcher.
And you chose Dan Quinn, the guy whose defenses has blown the leads in the playoffs and get blown out in the playoffs year in year out. But that's crazy. I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised the Commanders didn't say, "Hey, does he have a succession clause in his contract at all?"
I guess not. I mean, I think Ron Rivera. I don't know. I don't know exactly what was going on. I think because the quarterback situation is such a question mark and they're on the number 2 pick, they're going to take a quarterback. You know what I mean? So I think they wanted a new head coach to deal with that. And I don't know. I mean, maybe they keep Eric Bieniemy. Maybe he's a huge part in picking their next quarterback. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly what's going on with Washington right now because I don't know what Dan Quinn's going to do. You know what I mean? Like you said, this might be his last chance of coaching. So he might want to bring in all his friends. You know what I mean? And I don't know who he's really friendly with on the offensive side of the ball. I would keep Eric Bieniemy. Once again, Phil, I'm kind of bum-fuzzled like you. Why is Eric Bieniemy not even, I don't know. You know what I mean? Why is he not close to getting one of these jobs when, I mean, the Commanders this year with passing, I don't mean to cut you off there, but they were amazing. You know what I mean? They had to continue to pass because their defense sucked. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, but I think the coaching hires that I do like for like these 8 teams, the Falcons, Raheem Morris, DC for the Rams. He brought all the assistant coaches and personnel with him. So it's basically going to be the Atlanta Rams pretty much.
We'll have to wait and see on that.
The Raiders, Antonio Pierce, Max Crosby gave you an ultimatum: either bring this guy back or there's going to be problems.
Facts.
And plus, everyone likes Antonio Pierce, and they'd had a pretty good record with him. They beat the Chiefs with him, so hopefully he can continue to build that Raiders team up.
Well, let me ask you this question before you go to the Chargers. We need to skip this. We need to go to the Patriots. How are you feeling about Jamar and Mayo?
Well, I was gonna do that one last.
I know. Well, I need to know, Phil. I can't let this go by. But here, I'll wait till the last one. I'm sorry if we need to wait till the last one, but I need to know, Phil.
No, I pretty much already said it. But okay. Chargers, Jim Harbaugh as well. I mean, they need to change that culture because Brandon Staley ruined that team. So hopefully they can get some reliable pieces around them, maybe make some moves. But I like the Jim Harbaugh one, and the Patriots. I know John was wanting to.
Jim Harbaugh is. I don't want to say he's irrelevant, but there's going to be so many moves on the Chargers now that he's taken over. You know what I mean? That we haven't even seen yet. You know what I mean? That we can get to later. I want to know about the Patriots. This happened 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
3 weeks. All right. Well, I need to.
And you asked me back then too.
I asked you back then too. You still feeling high about it? You still feeling pretty good?
He's a coach that all the players like. We just got to make sure he sets a good culture and tries to not do what Bill Belichick did. Oh, sorry, but let's not try to grab a Rutgers player in the first round, or a random mass Rutgers player like the line snapper or something, because Bill Belichick's draft history, is terrible, and with wide receivers and other offensive weapons minus tight end. But I'm just hoping
you guys bring in a GM.
I think we're still trying to find one. We might have got one already, but I don't know for sure. But it's just a nice reset. Hopefully, Gerard Mayo brings like some good toughness, and he has championship DNA from his playing days. So hopefully, he brings some of that experience into coaching. But it's a fresh start. That's all I wanted.
Do you think that Antonio Pierce kind of opened the door in a way for Gerard Mayo in a sense? I don't know, maybe not, but I'm just saying he had a hell of a year this year. You know what I mean? And I'm happy he's back in Las Vegas. That's probably my favorite coaching hire, if we're being honest, because the Raiders in past years have not gone with their, substitute teacher, you know what I mean, in a sense, you know what I mean, and making a new head coach. But
right. Basically, the Raiders and the Patriots have the one thing in common. The players both love those coaches, and that's why they're probably the main reason why they got hired. So
true.
If you get a coach that the players will fight for and, are happy to show up to work every day for, you'll have a good start. You just got to build off of that. So,
Elijah, who's your favorite head coaching hire out of this?
Favorite head coaching hire is obviously John Harbaugh out in LA.
Okay. Is number 2 the Falcons' job? Because I'm kind of.
No, number 2 is actually the Patriots' job.
Really, Gerard Mayo? Okay, that's a little surprising. I'm not gonna front. All right, let's get it.
In terms of a head coach, actually, no. My number 2 is Vegas. My fault.
Okay, Antonio Pierce. Understand. That's my number 1.
3 is the Patriots.
I get that.
4 is Atlanta.
Okay.
I don't care about anybody else.
Yeah, the Panthers, Seahawks, Titans, Commanders.
I mean, I'm excited to see out of those teams who stays, because I think all those 3 teams could fire their head coach next year. They're all young. They're all inexperienced. All these head coaching guys that get a second or third chance, they normally have to get fired from their first chance. You know what I mean? Unless they do really well. Like, why am I forgetting his name? The guy in Houston, the guy who's going to win Coach of the Year this year.
DeMeco
Ryan. Thank you very much.
You think he's coach of the year?
I think he could be. I think he's a potential in that category. I think him bringing Houston to the championship after 3 straight years of new head coaches.
He's the favorite, isn't he?
I mean, I don't know if he's the favorite or not.
Development.
I don't know if he's the favorite or not. He's been on my radar for a while. I really like DeMeco Ryan because I think he's letting the offense do what the offense needs to do, and he's one of those defensive coaches that like.
Oh damn!
What?
It's the Browns coach at minus 950 right now.
Understandable. He
and then DeMeco Ryan's at plus 750.
Okay.
Damn.
Who's second?
DeMeco.
Oh, DeMeco. Okay.
Yeah, it's Stefanski minus 950. DeMeco Ryan's plus 750. Okay. Then the Colts coach at plus 1200.
I mean, the Browns did have a lot of injuries this year, so I mean, good for them. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, because I thought I was missing something. Like Cleveland didn't have the most interesting story of the
No,
year.
they did, but I just thought they'd get comeback player of the year with Joe Flacco.
No, they're gonna give it to DeMar Hamlin.
I mean, check the odds on that because I don't believe that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm with Elijah's boat on. I don't think DeMar Hamlin deserves this award, yet he will probably win it. But I don't know. Hopefully I would think Joe Flacco would get that, and then I want to see what he can do in a year. You know what I mean? The Browns head coach.
I just know it's going to be hilarious when Buffalo actually decides to cut DeMar Hamlin, the backlash they're going to receive for that.
Yeah.
But for
Hamlin minus 140, Joe Flacco plus 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. That's a close race, though. I'm just saying, like,
they should give it to Joe Flacco.
They should.
Then Joe Flacco wanted to be a class act, said, "Hey, they should give it to DeMar Hamlin." Should I get the sympathy vote? But
listen, like I said, when Buffalo decides to ultimately cut DeMar Hamlin, it's going to be one of the funniest moments ever for football fans, because we know that they really don't want him on the team anymore, but he's there because they don't want to receive that backlash anymore.
Sure. No, but hear me out. I think it's a lot like the Tyreek Hill situation. Or not Tyreek Hill, David Tyree. Sorry. David Tyree, after he made that Super Bowl winning catch, right? Like he's a good wide receiver, and I really appreciate him as a Giant. I love David Tyree. Don't get me wrong when I say this, but he wasn't Flexible Burrs. He wasn't our number one. He wasn't our number two. You know what I mean? Like he was a very solid player who made a great play, you know what I mean? Who had a great moment in the NFL. And unfortunately, sometimes you gotta, or like Malcolm Butler, who unfortunately you just have to let go, or has to leave the organization. I mean, I think that's what's going to happen with DeMar, and hopefully he gets another shot somewhere else, maybe Cincinnati, because that's where his college was from. So, and him and Burrow
that's where he almost died too. So
yeah. Or no, actually he went to Pittsburgh. My bad.
Sorry, he did that.
Yeah. All right, why you gotta be like that? Don't be like that. Yeah. And then he came back alive, and it was good. I mean, I think that was good.
Yeah. But
I'll say this though, this might be a little controversial, but it's kind of like Kaepernick. Like teams knew he was when he was out of the league, out of the league, teams knew he was good enough to sign to their roster.
Okay.
But nobody wanted to really deal with that backlash.
With the media, yeah.
I don't know if DeMar Hamlin gets cut, I think it'll be on playing potential. You know what I mean? Like I think what you're saying is true with some of the analysis of maybe he isn't the best. And maybe I've said he was like a second string, third string kind of guy who's trying to make a team. You know what I mean? And I think that's end all be all how he'll get cut. You know what I mean? But yeah. I mean, do you think if he wins, he won't get cut, or they'll cut him anyways?
Imagine. I mean, we've seen it in the NBA.
If he wins, he's not getting cut.
Okay.
Yeah.
He can't.
We saw in the NBA someone win coach of the year and then get cut the very next day.
I saw that, and I
think it was George Karl.
It was great.
It was Dwayne Casey.
It was Dwayne Casey. That's what
it was. Dwayne Casey.
It was Dwayne Casey. Hey, but I mean, that's the NBA. So,
but the thing is, that award is not somebody dying. Like Dwayne Casey didn't die. It's a completely different magnitude.
Sure.
So it's like we're gonna give DeMar Hamlin this award, right? And now everybody's gonna be so sympathetic. Like, yeah, you won the award.
Yeah, but he doesn't. I mean,
sports can be cutthroat as well.
Sure.
Because you can do something big and then get cut the very next day just because maybe that's your peak.
That's just how it is in the NFL. People don't believe in you ever.
And DeMar didn't even have a peak. So
I mean, I don't know.
He won this award to be gone the next day as well.
He had a decent year coming back. I don't think anyone thought he'd play football again after that injury. There were a lot of people that were like, he'll never play again.
He did not have a decent year this year. He had a terrible year this year.
I mean, for coming back. I'm just saying.
He had a terrible year, but sympathy.
Okay, but you're comparing him to an actually good player. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you, John. Thank you.
No, I'm just saying. No, but like what I'm saying is I've agreed with you from that get. I think he is a good player, right? A good average player. I don't think he's a great player who deserves to win comeback player of the year because he hasn't performed up to that stature. What?
You think DeMar Hamlin's average?
I think he's good enough to play in the NFL. That's what I think.
Yeah, he's good enough to make a roster.
Yeah, to make a roster. Yeah, he's good enough to make a practice squad. You know what I mean?
You think he's average?
I think that is average.
I think the average safety is probably who was playing safety? Jabril Peppers. There it is.
No, Jabril Peppers is way better than average. Are you serious right now?
Are we not comparing? Compare him to the great safeties in the league, do we not?
No. We're not comparing Jabril Peppers to the great safeties in the league. I think there are levels to this. I think there are all times. I think there are greats in the league.
We're saying that he's an average safety in the league.
Yeah, no. He's an averagely good safety. He's an averagely good safety.
I mean, I would say
you know what I'm saying?
A little bit above average.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, like he's above average.
Out of 32 starting free safeties, I think DeMar Hamlin's a free safety.
I guess, yeah. It could be.
Matter of fact, out of the 64 safeties, Jabril Peppers is probably top 25.
Sure. I would say that's pretty damn good, though.
Which is above average. Average is 32.
Yeah. I know. I'd say he's above average. That's what I mean. What I'm trying to say is like, I don't know. What are we even talking about now? We're saying the same thing.
DeMar Hamlin is not an average safety in the league.
Yeah.
Below average.
He's below average safety. Yes.
He's not even in that top 64.
Yeah.
He wasn't even. He was healthy scratch the whole year.
But look at who else Buffalo has on their team. I mean, they have one good safety out of the 6 they have on their squad.
He's playing out of circumstance then.
I mean, yeah, that's what he's the one need. And I mean,
here's the thing: he plays the same position as Micah Hyde. Okay, who are you starting?
Micah Hyde, no doubt. I start a lot of people over DeMar Hamlin. DeMar Hamlin is a basically rookie to me. No offense. I don't mean to be like that. He's
not even a rookie. It's just the fact that you just said he was an average safety.
Yeah, that's
he's not.
All right, sorry. He's a below average safety. He's a below average safety. Do you want me to say that?
Yeah. Below average.
Okay, way below average safety. He's trying to make the league. I've said that from the beginning. I'm just saying he's
on a roster, but come on. I'm definitely taking Buda Baker over him.
Yeah, of course. You take a lot of people over him.
I don't even know who played safety in Seattle this year. I'm taking both of them.
Sure. Seattle's known for good secondaries. No, but I'm just saying that, like,
name their safeties.
What are you talking about? Who's Seattle? I have no idea. Oh, Seattle safeties? All right. You want to Julian Love, and Adams. So shut your mouth, fool. That's right.
Okay.
Bang. Woo.
Okay. You name both of them.
Sorry about that. All right.
Whoop-de-doo, you name both of them.
Both of them.
Taking Julian Love and Jamal Adams over
Yes, of course I'm taking. First off, what did I say at the beginning?
That's the point.
What did I say at the beginning of this conversation? I said he's trying to make an NFL roster. If you're trying to make an NFL roster, you're clearly below average. All right. I'm saying you're average as a nice thing to say. All right. I'm trying to be nice about it.
We're not being nice here. We're being real.
Okay. Well, if we're being real, regardless, above average is. I never said he was above average. I just said he was average. You know what I mean?
Which is a lie.
As I play him over the other 3 safeties in Buffalo. I'll tell you that right now. -1, minus Pryor and their other starter who
-1. You're about to name 2.
Well, sorry, I can't remember the guy who always gets injured though. Sorry,
Hyde.
Is it Hyde? My bad.
Yes,
Hyde and Poyer, right?
Yeah,
Hyde and Poyer. Yes.
Yeah. He's always injured though. Hyde. I'm just
saying.
That's why DeMar Hamlin's even on the field half the time.
Yeah. So
that's all I'm saying.
Back to the coaches.
All I'm saying is that DeMar Hamlin is not an average safety.
Sure.
He's very below average.
Sure.
He'd probably be on the practice squad on any other team. Like, if he did not die, he'd probably make the practice squad. He wouldn't even be on the roster, I think.
Sure.
So, sympathy.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not knocking it. You feel me? Ride this train as long as you can, though. Or get better.
Now he says ride the train. Nah.
Yes, ride the sympathy train as long as you can.
Yeah, but like, I don't think DeMar Hamlin's even about the sympathy. I don't even think DeMar Hamlin wants to win this award regardless. I think he just wants to play football for another 5 to 10 more years, if he can. You know what I mean? Which, as we talk right now, it doesn't seem like it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know
why you would say it doesn't seem like it. I'm pretty sure he does. It's for the love of the game.
Yeah. If he can, but did Phil not say anyone can get cut on an average day?
Anyone can get cut any day.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if you're saying he's barely good enough to make a practice squad on other teams, right? How is this man working 5 more years? That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's not saying that he doesn't want to play. That's just saying.
Yeah, of course. Everyone wants to play
get better
until you're told you're not good enough.
Yeah, if he can, if they'll let him play.
If they'll let him play, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It is what it is. Good luck to him.
I'm gonna say this about Damar Hamlin, which I'm gonna leave it here.
Mm-hmm.
Ride the sympathy train as long as you can.
Sure.
But get better at the game so we can actually justify giving you an award, like a comeback player of the year award. Like, you died, okay? Came back to life.
What is this conversation, dog?
It's
like, what are we arguing about? Like, I don't even know what we're arguing about anymore.
A statement. Why doesn't he let you finish a statement? Phil, go ahead. Where are we going, bro?
I just don't understand this conversation with Damar Hamlin. My bad, dog.
Well, it was about coaches, but then the Browns got brought up, and then the Bills, and then Damar Hamlin.
The Seahawks got brought up. I'm just saying,
Seahawks got brought up.
A lot of teams.
But it's nice to see some coaches get some shine that they deserve, and also we get to shake our heads at some of the coaching hires as well. Just like the Commanders. I mean, you have one of the brightest offensive minds in the game with Mr. Eric Bieniemy, and he's just sitting on your bench. He should have been succeeded over Mr. Ron Rivera, but that didn't happen. Panthers, I mean, I guess David Canales. Don't know too much about him, so Seahawks, they hired the Baltimore's DC. Hopefully it's not one of those things where hopefully it's not like what's called you hire a DC just because they were on a Super Bowl roster and then they shit the bed. And then for the Titans, Brian Callahan. Sorry, I don't know much about him, so I'm not gonna say too much about Brian Callahan. But yeah, good luck to the other four. But the four I do like, I feel like they have a good chance to turn things around, especially Antonio Pierce. If you get a locker room as excited as they were the last half of the season, as they would play from the next following year, they can make some noise. Well, you have to worry about that quarterback position and how long if Devontae Adams is going to stay the rest of the time he has playing. So we'll see how that goes. We also have the conference championships. Which one do we want to talk about first, NFC or AFC?
Up to you.
Let's go NFC. So halftime, 24-7, the Detroit Lions, especially Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was celebrating, waving bye to the people. Maybe like second quarter, halfway through it. Everyone thinks the Lions are going to the Super Bowl. Next thing you know, 49ers come back and they win by, I think, a field goal. But Dan Campbell decides to go for it. Has 20 on blackjack. Says, hit me. He passes up 6 points via field goal and they lose the game. Now the 49ers are going to Super Bowl once again. I think they went like 3-4 years ago as well. So how do you feel about this game? Do you feel like Dan Campbell kind of cost them the game, or also will the Lions be back? Because we'll see how that goes.
Who are you asking, me or Elijah?
Whoever wants to go first.
Elijah, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay, cool. Personally, for me, I'm cool with Dan Campbell rolling the dice. You know what I mean? He did that all year. I don't know. In that big loss to the Cowboys, he did that. And I mean, I guess looking back, even in that game, you question why. But I mean, I don't know. I think he thought this was their year, and that's why he was trying to do it instead of kick the field goal. I mean, I don't know. It's disappointing because, like, I don't know. We're going to get into it later, this matchup, you know, between the two of them, the 49ers and the Chiefs. But, like, I think the Super Bowl nobody wants to watch. In a way. You know what I mean? Like,
because people hate these teams so much.
Yeah.
So much.
So it's just like, I don't know. I'm
still watching it, so.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the situation. I'm half annoyed with Dan Campbell because, like, yeah, why don't you just kick the field goal? And I'm half like
6. You lost by 3 and 6 points off on the board.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it just you never really know. And I mean, this is just lack of coaching. He's only coached for what, 4 years now? So this is his first playoff run. Yeah. So I mean, he's gonna learn from this, and if he doesn't, he'll probably be out of Detroit soon. But I think the culture he's built is something that's there to stay, and I like this team later on. I don't know. I feel bad that they lost their lead, and you know what I mean. They're not going to the Super Bowl, but it is what it is.
Right. What do you think, Elijah?
I would just say I wish he took the 3, but I like his mindset where he's all in on behind his players. You feel me?
Yep.
That's all. I mean, as a player, that's all you really want in a coach. You feel me? Just believe in me and let me go get it. So, like I said, I just wish he took that 3 that one time. Would have made it 27 up. But hey, man, it is what it is. Just like the Warriors, man. You live by the 3, you die by the 3. Dan Campbell, you live by going for it on fourth down, you die by going for it on fourth down. So it is what it is, man. I think the Lions will be back though. The team is way too talented to not be back for real. So
Absolutely.
maybe they're not in the NFC Championship next year because you know how hard it is to get there in any league. You feel me? There were a lot of injuries this year in Philly.
Yeah, Dallas choked around early.
Stop. That's
Again. But you never know because Tampa Bay could get better. Okay. Who else was in the playoffs this year? The Packers could just get better.
Same division too.
And also, you never know how your seating is going to line up next year. So you never you really just never know. So yeah, I don't know if they'll be back to the NFC Championship next year, but they'll definitely be back in the playoffs and they'll be in the mix.
Gotcha. Also on the San Francisco side, Cam Newton's probably getting a lot of flack lately for the whole game injury comment, but this time around, he said Brock Purdy is probably like their 10th best player on the 49ers. And he's getting a lot of flack from online. And not only people are not just attacking the argument, they're attacking his playing career. That's the one
Cam's?
thing. Yes, yeah.
Ooh.
So apparently people want to not talk about the argument, but they want to talk about why is Cam so qualified to make this statement. Well, I mean, he's been to Super Bowl. He's won an MVP. He's made it to the Super Bowl with a lot less weapons than Brock Purdy. So that's not a bad take saying Brock Purdy is probably like the 10th best player on this 49ers team, but attack the argument. Don't attack the man's qualifications.
Does he mean 10 out of 11 before we get into this?
He's the 10th best player on the 49ers.
Out of everybody out of 53.
Yeah. Okay. Out of 53, then yeah. I mean, what? That's a easy. Yeah, I agree with Cam Newton there. Yeah.
Yes, I don't know why people are attacking him because of it. It's crazy.
Maybe they think it's 10 out of 11. Like he could take a shot, but like I don't get it.
Yeah, he said in the video, Brock Purdy is the 10th best player on this whole 49ers team, and people.
Damn, that's a huge compliment, dog. That's. I mean, there are a lot of key players on this damn team. You know what I mean?
Oh, you have McCaffrey, you have Debo, you have Ayuk, you have Kittle, and Trent Williams. That's only the offense.
We haven't gotten to the defense yet.
You check as well.
Yeah.
Fullback.
Yeah, Juszczyk probably the best fullback in the league.
We can say Juszczyk. I wouldn't say Juszczyk. I'm not gonna lie.
Who? Do you think there's a better fullback though?
Have that much of effect on the game. More like he doesn't have
on
that
the game. Yeah.
He's still one of the best fullbacks in football.
I'm not.
But in a dying position. Right? You know what I mean? Like I'm saying
fullback is a dying position. Yeah.
To like when I'm saying he's probably the best in a dying position, right? But Elijah is the point of he doesn't affect the game as much as like let's say these 8 other people he can name right now. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Because we can go on the defense. We could talk about Nick Bosa. We could talk about Chase Young. We could talk about Fred Warner. We could talk about Tre'Davious Ward. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And then now I already named 5 on offense. I just named 4 on defense. Now you can put Brock Purdy at 10 and Juszczyk at 11. And I agree.
Yeah. And then you could probably name more on defense. If we're being honest, Elijah. You could probably name 3 more people on defense.
Middle linebacker. I keep forgetting his name.
Kinlaw?
Sati? I don't know.
Yes, Greenlaw.
Greenlaw. Yeah.
He's damn good.
I could probably put him over Brock Purdy too. But here's the thing: my issue is not with what Cam said. Like I feel like people could disagree. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Or why are we discrediting and attacking his play? Like we're attacking his playing career. Like if you put that MVP season Cam Newton on this 49, are you shitting me?
They win automatically.
I don't know.
Shitting me?
It's hard to think about that. You know what I mean? Because no.
Let's talk about it for real. Because we
could talk about it.
We're talking about the dual threat the best dual threat Cam Newton, right?
Sure.
2015 MVP Cam Newton, who took that whack ass Panthers team to 15-1, right?
No, I mean he had a good defense. Hear me out. No, hear me out. I want to add to your statement real quick. I just want to add to your statement real quick. Or you know that I didn't mean to interrupt.
Go finish your statement, Jonathan. He'll go back for back.
Sorry. I just want to add to your statement as in saying he had a pretty good defense, but you could even say that the 49ers have a better defense now.
Than the Panthers one? Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, you had Luke Kuechly, you had a lot of other Josh Norman, you had a bunch of other key players, but I'm just saying like it's the Panthers were good, you know what I mean? But like I don't know.
You add MVP Cam Newton to that 49ers squad, which is better than that Panther squad.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying. Go ahead, Elijah. That's what you're trying to say.
I'm good now.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you like that, dog.
Oh, it is what it is. But yeah, it's tough for this 49ers team. Plus, yeah, we don't need it for arguments. How about we need from now on we should just attack the argument, not attack the person, because he can be right, but what does his playing career had to do with what he's saying? Out of everyone that's arguing against him, he's probably the most certified to say this. Like Elijah said, Super Bowl made it, MVP got it, uh, winner in college. He did his best. He tried to do his best in NFL, but the people who are arguing against him and saying he's wrong doesn't have the, as Shaq would say, the G5 certification as he does. So they just need to. I mean, you can argue this. Personally, I think Cam's right. Top 10, Brock Purdy. He's probably top 10, top 15 on the roster if you look at it. It depends how you feel about certain players like Kittle, Juszczyk, and on the defense, Greenlaw, Warner, Tre'Davious Ward, Gibson, Hufanga, Bosa, etc. Javon Hargrave as well, Javon Kinlaw, and others. So, but I think Cam is getting too much flack for what he says, just because people don't agree with it. Instead of actually sitting down and having a concise argument, they're over here attacking his playing career, which is stupid. So, and plus, he never disrespected Brock Purdy. He said he was a game manager, and he said there's nothing wrong with that. This people need to actually sit down and hear what Cam's saying.
No, I get that, but can I ask you guys a question? Don't you think game manager, in a sense, is like a disrespectful thing to say to a quarterback?
Not really.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, I just normally when we talk about game managers, we talk about Super Bowl MVPs and game managers. You know what I mean? It's like I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like what I'm saying is like, you talk about like the Bears won the Super Bowl. Oh, they had Rex Grossman, a game manager. You know what I mean? You talk about when the Ravens won the Super Bowl, they had
Flacco?
Trent Dilfer, game manager.
Trent Dilfer,
yeah, in 2000. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, I mean, I'm just saying that like game manager under some people's eyes could be seen as disrespectful. I don't think it is. I think
the way Cam explained what a game manager was,
sure,
definitely not disrespectful. But the way other people see game manager, they might find it as disrespectful.
Where is he saying this on? Is it on his own channel or is he
on TikTok? The 4th and 1.
Okay.
Podcast. So he posts clips of him saying it all the time. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. But hey, 49ers got the job done. They came back, and now they're on their way to go to a Super Bowl. I think the first in like 3 or 4 years. So hey, good to have them back. And on the AFC side of things, Chiefs Ravens, it was tough to watch for the Ravens. Not the only people that could have got things going were the defense after the second half and Zay Flowers, who had some errors down the road. He got a good catch, like 40, 50-yarder, then taunting, and then a fumble at the end zone. But he was only a Ravens receiver that was that played very, very well. Just those mistakes kind of cost them the game. Then Lamar was struggling. They barely ran the ball as well. Both Ravens and Lions forgot what they did best during the season and didn't run the ball, which completely ran them out the game script. So, and then fast forward, Patrick Mahomes is back. We have a rematch of the Super Bowl. What do we thought of the AFC Championship?
I mean, for me, it's just like I don't even understand why we have taunting in the NFL. These are pros. I don't understand how standing over someone after you catch a ball is taunting. Like, I understand that in a sense it can be demeaning. It can be one way or another. But when you point in somebody's face, is that not taunting? You can point first down and you look straight in somebody's face. Is that not taunting? Like, I don't know. For me, this game, it was good. I feel like Terrell Suggs did more than that defense did, though. Like, I mean, they kept them kind of in that game. You know what I mean? But, like, I don't know. I guess Lamar.
Yeah.
Lamar couldn't get it really done. I mean, he had an amazing play to start off the game with that touchdown, how he escaped. But I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, the defense held the Chiefs to 17 points, which not a lot of teams could do. But it's just tough to have. Oh, Patriots are hiring former Browns offensive coordinator Alex Van Pelt as their OC. Oh, lovely news. Oh, I got to do some research about it now. But Yeah, it was just tough. I mean, the Ravens' strength has been running the ball most of the year, and they completely forgot how to do that. And the Bills, the week before this matchup, ran the ball all over the Kansas City Chiefs. James Cook, Josh Allen ran the ball all over them, and they had the blueprint right there, the Ravens, but they didn't follow it. So it was kind of tough. But then it kind of questions, can Lamar perform in those big type of games, the AFC Championship, the playoffs, because he now has like a 1-3 record as well, and he has been shrinking some of these big game moments, and starts the question, can he get it done? So I think he can, but it was just a tough year for them, and hopefully they make some adjustments. They need to get him. They shied away from Mark Andrews and Likely as well. OBJ was, I think he had like 1 or 2 catches max. Zay Flowers is the only productive receiver in that game, so it's kind of tough to see the Ravens lose like that. But hey, shit happens. You could be one of the best offensive teams in the league, but then when it comes down to it, must win. Anything can happen. That's what happened with the Ravens. And then Mahomes proved once again why he's not arguably, but the best quarterback in the league. He's done this with limited weapons as well. Whether it's Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Rashid Rice, MVS, you name it, he's going to try to get the job done no matter what. And the Kansas City defense is probably the best it's been in a while. I think it's like number 2 stat wise. So the Chiefs team, they're not going away anytime soon. So, Elijah, what you think?
I just think that we are entering the stratosphere of not wanting to bet against Mahomes ever again, because it's every time I bet against Brady, the man won the Super Bowl. Man made it to the Super Bowl, and I'm at that point with Mahomes where it's like I can't see myself betting against him ever again. Lamar just literally let the hood down. Granted, I'm not putting this game on him as much as I am putting it on Zay Flowers. Obviously, the whole team plays a part, but Mahomes and Andy Reid just know how to win, bro. And obviously, I'm not giving Mahomes all the credit. You know, Ladarius Sneed gets a lot of credit. That defense gets a lot of credit as well. Travis Kelce gets a lot of credit because he was I don't know what the hell happened to him in the regular season, but he learned how to play again.
He's cool.
Look, bro, I'm just at the point where I don't want to bet against Mahomes at all.
Absolutely. I mean, what? The last 4 or 5 years, this is what, his 3rd, 4th Super Bowl appearance?
Yeah.
This is scary.
Third in a row. Is it 3rd in a row? No, it's not 3rd in a row.
Because it was Rams and Bengals 2 years ago. So it was Chiefs 49ers, Rams Bengals, and then last year
he only lost 2 AFC Championship games. That was the first one he was in to Brady.
Yep. And
then the second one was 2 years ago to Burrow. So it's 4 Super Bowls in 6 years, 6 straight AFC Championship games.
He's never missed an AFC Championship game.
As a starter, he hasn't.
Yeah.
Damn. How damn. And think about it. If he's doing it with this roster, he has to be the favorite every year now, regardless.
Wait, favorite what?
Favorite to win the Super Bowl every year.
I mean, yeah, I hear you.
Just because we see him win with Tyreek Hill. We see him win with Juju Smith-Schuster as the number 1. And it was just Travis Kelce emerging, Rashid Rice, and MVS. I mean, not a lot of people had him as a favorite this year as well, and he proved them wrong. Mahomes can almost really do it with a bunch of scraps at this point. As long as
but hear me. Do you know what you think in a way, Phil? I mean, you're a Patriots fan, but don't you think in a way Brady had less for some of the Super Bowls?
Yeah,
what I'm saying is Pacheco's pretty damn good. Travis Kelce's pretty damn good. Rashid Rice pretty damn good. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just saying
it's basically the same formula. Brady and Gronk, Mahomes and Kelce. It just switch out the wide receivers. You know, we had Troy Brown, Deion Branch, Chris Hogan, Brandon Cooks. They had Tyreek Hill, Juju Smith-Schuster, Rashid Rice, MVS, Kadarius Toney. It's just as long as you keep that core of Mahomes and Kelce, as well as they did with Brady and Gronk, there's no reason why they should be AFC Championship contenders and more every single year. They've just been that damn good, and as long as Andy Reid's there, so they've just been that damn good. And plus, me and John picked Baltimore, but we both picked San Fran. So as of right now, we are still tied for our pick'ems. And I thought to be a fair way to decide who wins in pick'ems, next week we'll be making our picks, but we will not be saying on the pod to keep it fair and keep it everything questioned. So there's no decisiveness or there's no persuading. Near the end of the show, we make our picks. Both of us will text Elijah our pick, so that way we don't know anything.
Sure.
No persuasion, complete secret, and then we won't find out to the end of the game.
Sounds good.
So
well, no, I think we should. I think Elijah, are you going to be on next week? Okay, so I think I can text him by the end of next week's show. We can do it that way.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I thought you meant in the game. Like before the game. Like
at the end of next week's show, okay. we'll talk about everything, and then we'll end the show with us texting Elijah our pick. That way, complete secrecy, no persuading, no one way or another.
Okay.
So that's how I thought it'd be more fair way. So no, we don't know each other's picks. Keep it fair. Since it's a tie. So, before we head out, we're gonna do a quick grid. I'm gonna pull it up real quick, and then
before we pull up to that grid, let me just talk real quick. I got something to say, man. NBA got to stop disrespecting Luka, bro. Why did Devin Booker win? Why did Devin Booker win Player of the Month for January?
That is a good question. That's a very good question.
Devin Booker averaged 30 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 1.1 steal, and he had 41 turnovers. Luka averaged 37, 10, 9, and 1.3 steals with 37 turnovers.
What about Embiid?
He also won when he got 50 plus points. Us for the West.
50 plus, 60, no, 70 plus.
Did he hit 70 this month?
Luka had 73.
Against who? I don't know he did. I just want
to. Had it against Atlanta.
Oh, not bad.
Luka had 62. I forgot who it was.
And he won. Devin Booker had 60 and lost. It was the who the fuck was it against?
I know Cat lost to Charlotte.
I think it was against
Cat lost to Charlotte. He had 62. Joel had 70. He beat San Antonio. Luka had 73. He beat Atlanta.
It was on the same day too. I remember. Oh, it was against the Pacers.
Okay, without Halliburton. NBA got to that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I mean,
yeah.
Would you put Embiid up there or no? Or wait, no, Embiid's in the East.
For the West.
Sorry about that. Okay, that's only for the West. Got you.
Player of the East. The player of the month in the East was Donovan Mitchell.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
I'm not too mad about it because
would you say? Well,
he's been in and out with injuries as well.
I don't care.
No, but Luka definitely got disrespected. But I can see for the East it's kind of iffy just because Embiid has been sitting out most of the month anyways with injuries. It has played not even a lot of games. But for the West, Luka definitely got disrespected. You wouldn't give it to Devin Booker who dropped 60 and lost? Crazy work.
Keep in mind, he only had 60. Luka had 70.
Right. 10 more.
On top of that, Luka averaged more in every single category.
And you could say that game was against like that storybook Atlanta team. You know what I mean? That they traded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't look at it.
Yeah. It was a storyline matchup as well. Crazy.
I'm just saying, Luka career-wise. All right.
Yeah.
Who wants to start this off?
Hopefully the playoffs is a lot better. Second half of the season, they actually start picking these awards right. So we can see it on the top and the left. Who wants to go first? Actually, I want to go first. Fuck that. Falcons lost in the Super Bowl. What Super Bowl can we think of that the Falcons lost in?
Can you think of somebody other than like somebody rare so we can get some points here?
I mean, we can go to the Patriots, the Falcons Super Bowl that they lost in, but
sure,
someone rare. Damn. Okay. How about this? I'll go. The guy who helped Julian Edelman catch that ball Let's go. Alfred, Robert Alfred. That sounds, Yeah, hopefully it's Robert Alfred.
Don't mess up here. Don't call your shot mess up.
2.3.
There you go. 2.3. I like that. That's probably the best score of the day. Maybe. Who knows?
John's gonna come up with a 0.9. Be famous on watch.
You want to go down? So Elijah next.
Yeah.
Commanders 5 receiving touchdowns in the season. Give me Deshaun Jackson.
Nice. I like that.
Hey.
Nice. 4.3%. 10 sack season. Atlanta Falcons. Give me John Abraham. Also former New York Jet.
I had to bring that up.
I had to. We traded him there.
Damn, John.
17%. Damn, everybody knew that.
I thought we were going for rarity.
I know. Sorry, dog.
All good. Steelers. Actually, no. Let me go Falcons. 5 receiving touchdowns. Let me go with. I'm trying to think of Mohamed Sanu, former Patriot.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that one.
Yeah, I was trying to think of someone, but yeah,
he was also he was in my rival's hometown.
Oh shit.
South Brunswick.
5 receiving touchdowns. Steelers. Give me. Oh damn. Did he play there? Plaxico Burress.
Yep, he did.
Yes, he did.
I don't know his stats like that though. 3.8%. Nice.
I wish I could access out this damn advertisement. We got done.
This is an obvious one, but give me James Harrison under 10 sacks in a season. Maybe it's not obvious. Maybe he did not get it. I feel like he did.
I also forgot to switch it to unlimited, so hopefully we don't have to restart this shit. There he is. There it is.
Okay, cool. What a picture.
Let's see. Washington, 10 sacks in a season. Did Chase Young get 10 sacks in a season?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm fine with that guess only because it's not a rare, because since we don't have unlimited.
Oh, he did not.
He didn't. He didn't do that his rookie year?
No, I guess not.
I thought he did. I thought he had 11.
And you heard about these rumors too? That's been coming out?
About him?
Yeah, about him. They're saying
they might not play him.
Yeah, I don't. Do you believe that, Elijah? Because I don't know if I believe that.
I don't believe it, but
Elijah, it was 7.5.
Huh?
It was 7.5.
Okay. Give me loss in Super Bowl, Commanders, Josh Norman.
Yeah. Hopefully it's this one. There it is. Okay. How do you use that picture? Yeah, what you got?
Technically, Troy Polamalu lost, right? In a Super Bowl.
I switched it to unlimited guesses, so it should be okay. Yep. Damn.
Okay, cool.
There's no picture for him. Okay.
Nobody guesses him.
That's disrespectful. Commanders or Redskins. 10 sacks in a season. I'm trying to think. The Brian Rackbo ever get 10 sacks in a season?
That's a good question. I don't think he did.
I'm trying to think good DL or linebackers for the 49ers. No, sorry, Redskins / Commanders.
Fletcher?
London Fletcher? Ooh, I like that answer better.
Yeah.
Oh, he did not.
No? Okay.
Let me
Montez
try
Sweat.
Rackbo just to see. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. It doesn't work. Oh, okay, it works.
Nice.
Hey, easy. Damn, they really need to update these pictures. But hey, it is what it is. We got it done. Boom. We also have other NFL grids in our podcast segment, so you can go check those out. Okay. That is the pod. Basically, next week, we'll do our Super Bowl predictions, etc., etc. What color the Gatorade's going to be? How long is the national anthem going to be as well? And also, fun little props as well. We're going to add some fun stuff to next week's show. Also, I think, are we down to do the NFL awards show the week after?
Yeah, sure.
Gotcha. So we're going to be thinking of some the awards besides the regular awards like NFL, MVP, OPOY, like Game of the Year. We might do Play of the Year, etc., etc. So hey, join us in for that. And then after that, we're going to try to be creative with it'll be straight NBA. So we might do a pod here or there, a random ass pod, or maybe just do video. So stay tuned. We're going to try to switch up content as soon as the NFL season ends. So with that being said, last
NASCAR
words.
Season is also upon us.
Which one is it?
NASCAR season is also upon us.
Oh yeah. So hey,
Last next week. I don't remember if it was Chris or somebody was in the comments saying that I should give you guys like NASCAR trivia and stuff like that. So for fun.
Okay.
Shit. We gotta be on our A game. I gotta do some research.
Also, baseball season. The Mets play spring ball this month, so
I'm down to talk about some baseball. That'd be fun.
We could try to branch into some baseball pods as well.
I don't know how good we'd be.
Or maybe baseball videos, like short baseball videos, like predictions. Yeah. Well, we have a whole season to experiment with a lot of different things. So hey, why not, right?
Facts.
So, yeah. Last words before we head up.
Those were my last words.
Gotcha, John.
Let's go to a bobblehead game, bro. Let's go to a bobblehead game. I don't know if y'all are down, but I'm trying to go to a bobblehead game anywhere. I don't care if it's the Red Sox. I don't care if it's the Mets. I don't care if it's the Yankees. Let's go to a bobblehead game. Hey, man, those Yankee bobbleheads sell for hundreds of dollars. It's ridiculous. They're not even that, you know what I mean? They're not even that cool, but they sell for $100.
I'd be down for a Mets bobblehead game. That's it.
Yo, they're doing a London one that looks sick with like the telephone booth. I'll let you know.
Oh, hey, I'll probably be in New York City around the summertime, like I said, August or July. So we could probably plan one near then. Anything else, Sean?
Nope, that's it. Bobblehead game.
For me, hey, NFL season. Wow, it's over in about a week or so. We went through a lot this NFL season. Games, regular season, fantasy football. John finally got his championship. He finished the story, which it's glad to see someone finish the story. So shout out to John. But you're not winning next year, so it doesn't matter. But just wanted to say I'm excited to see what the content for Baller Central looks like post NFL season. Obviously, there's a lot of NBA. We're going to mix a lot of different things up. I'm excited to see what we create as a group, what we think of as creative minds as well. So, with that being said, from Baller Central, you can check us out on all the audio platforms, podcasting platforms, whenever they go live every Friday around noon, and then obviously other stuff. Visually, youtube.com/Baller Central. And hey, we will see you next week. Super Bowl prediction show. And have a good night. Enjoy your week, and we'll see you next week. Deuces.